Okay, I probably had to restart it, but I have a ball right there. And this is my Bowflex machine, you know, the one where the stairs move. Yep, that's what that is. Then I turn around right here. This is a sauna. This is my personal sauna that I have. And I got this from my sister. Rest in peace, Dee. I love you, girl. She actually gave me this, so I use it. Some might say it's kind of hot for that, but I like to sweat. I like to get a really good sweat, so I don't get in there that often. But guess what, guys? It's starting to cool off down here, so I got in there. So I'm gonna get in there after I finish. And we move over here. This is my treadmill, okay? And it's nothing extremely fancy or whatever. I mean, it doesn't lock into anything. It's really cool. And I have my plastic shirt, which I don't wear except for in the winter, but I have worn it to get a really quicker sweat. And then there's my TV. Yes, I have my TV so I can watch TV. That keeps me motivated. Then I turn around again, I'm gonna back up a little. That's my pretty dog. That's Pookie Tookie. That's my weight bench. Don't need much. I do my sit-ups on there. I have some weights right there on the side right here. It's 10. That's 5. There's 2 of them, so that's 10 pounds. Those are 1 pound. I have those. And I have these right here, which are 3 pounds each. I have the one that you go like this, which, I don't use that. Then I have my step. Well, if you see the mat on top, I use that on the floor to do my floor exercise. And this is my machine here. I guess I could move the blanket real quick so you can see it. Alright. And that's it. Hey, Sister Social 28. Alright, I showed you what my gym was like yesterday. I did do a really good workout. I did not cook the meal that I said I was going to cook last night. So I ended up just eating a salad because I was really, really tired. But what I wanted to do was show you what the dinner was going to be and will be today. I'm going to make a spinach. I like the leaf spinach. I don't really like the crumbled up ones, and this is the frozen one. I like this better than I do the ones in the can and in lieu of making the fresh ones because, hey, I'm coming along, guys, but I'm just kind of lazy when it comes to making fresh veggies, unless it's greens or something like that. Then I have these pre-packed tilapias. I'm going to open them up. I have exactly, I think, 6 of them, and it's like, I'm going to put them in. I'm going to preheat my oven to 350. I'm going to use olive oil on my fish. I like to coat it. I'm using this olive oil because I had an olive oil spray. But if you're like me and you have other cooks, they don't tend to tell you what's missing until you go to look for it. And, oh well, so I don't have it. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of olive oil on the fish and then like rub it in. And then on top of that, I like to put my little Cajun season or any kind of season you want to put. I don't use a whole lot because I don't like salt. I don't like anything too seasoning because it makes my blood pressure go up. And then I like to put a little parsley, you know, over the fish. But before I put the parsley, I like to put a little bit of butter or margarine, light or whatever you have on it, and it just helps it to be the texture. I like the texture. And also in the spinach, I'm not going to really season the pot with anything, so I'll just use one of my seasonings, probably the Creole seasoning. And I started putting the olive oil before I hadn't cut the camera back on. But I've already washed the fish, as you can see. That was the olive oil. I'm going to set it to the side. I have my clean towel. I'm going to wipe my hands. Heat your oven, I'm sorry, to 350. That's that part. Then I like to get the butter knife out of the drawer. And I don't know how to explain it, but every time I do it this way, my fish tastes so much better. And so far, that's it. Then I take my parsley. I really like this, the way this looks too on the fish. And I don't have the sprinkle one, so I have this one. So I like to put it in my hand. And for those of you who are into fresh herbs, that's a good thing. I'll get there. But I'm starting to look at other things and read different things. And I bought a book on herbs and finding the time to really like get to it and read it and pinpoint things I particularly like. It's gonna take a minute. But there are some dishes that I want to try that I've seen on another site that this young lady has done, and I'm gonna give it a shot and try to take it from the level of soul food fat to soul food healthy if I can. Okay? Now, and that's it. Don't that look great? Okay, this is the spinach. My ex-husband, he liked spinach with a boiled egg. And in the past, I was like, oh. And then I tried it. His aunt, Carrie, her name is Carrie, she had made him some spinach, and it was extremely good. I didn't think I would like it eating a boiled egg with it, but it was actually okay. Okay? So some of y'all out there that may be southern, you might want to give it a try. Because it was a southern dish. It may not be southern, but that's where I had it. So I'm putting a little season. I'm not really putting a whole lot of anything. Trying to maintain the vitamins that's in here without adding things that will make it unhealthy and too fattening. Alright. So, and that's it. What I'll do is add just a teeny bit of water to help it cook. And that's it. Okay, I'm back. And here's my plate. I have my fish, my spinach. Yes, I have some Kool-Aid, but instead of a tall glass, I have a short glass. And I have my second bottle of water that I need to finish up. It is currently right here. Need to finish that up and then drink another one. And this is what the spinach looks like. Don't that look good? And that's the fish. And let me give you a little advice that the nutritionist gave to me, and I'm sure you guys heard this before. But if you could boil your fish, see that? That's my fish. That's your stomach. So your meals should not be much bigger than that. See what I'm saying? If you fill this plate up like I used to growing up, my mom and them from the South, I was born in the South, but moved around, but from the South, gonna always be South, North Carolina South, that is, guys. But I grew up in New York, so kind of sort of mixed in there. Hey! But anyway, my eating was like I had to have all my plate covered, eat everything that was on my plate, because food costs money. That's what my mother used to say. Love you, Mom. Okay. Hey everybody, I'm just getting round to the nutritional facts for the spinach and for the fish. Actually, I got some of my facts, and there's a whole lot of information you can take off the pack of the spinach, or you can find online, or you can look at the fish nutritional facts. But just a few little facts that I found. One is for the baked tilapia, based on a 3-ounce size. A 3-ounce baked tilapia has about 109 calories, and that's the size of about maybe a checkbook, you know, maybe a checkbook that wide, as far as long wise, and maybe a wide, depends on the fish. And one serving contains about 22 grams of protein and 2 grams of fat. And in most countries, many countries actually, tilapia is a farm-raised fish. And it has so many nutritional factors that I couldn't really pronounce most of them, but I did. Serving contains, like what I just told you, and it says it's an excellent source of, phosphorus and niacin and selenium and vitamin B12. I can't pronounce some of these things, but look, check the article out. I'll put the link in the bottom. And then it says tilapia is a good alternative to high-fat meat. Bacon is also a healthy method of preparing it. Tilapia is low in total and saturated fats and high in protein. That's a good thing. And it says the American Heart Association recommends eating fish twice a week. Hey, so good information to know, especially for me. Oh my goodness. And this is just one article I picked, if you could see. And I kind of highlighted some stuff, okay. But the spinach, it says it's an anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer benefits from spinach phytonutrients, okay. That's PHYTONUTRIENT. S. I really never tell you guys I can pronounce words. I'm not that good at some of these pronunciations. But and one of the things I highlight is that researchers have identified more than a dozen different flavonoid compounds in spinach that functions as an anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer agent. That's key in this day and time, especially cancer, because cancer is becoming such a household word today, you know. So antioxidant benefit of spinach. Spinach is an excellent source of other antioxidants, nutrients, including a vitamin C, vitamin E, beta-carotene, and magnesium, as well as a very good source of antioxidant zinc, and a good source of the antioxidant selenium. Okay. And then it also helps with your bones. Never thought of that. I just thought of Popeye. Woohoo, the Sailor Man. It said, helping you with bone up. The vitamin K provided by spinach, almost 200% of the daily value in 1 cup of fresh spinach leaves, and over 1,000% of the daily value in 1 cup of broiled spinach. Which contains about 6 times as much spinach, is important for maintaining bone health. Vitamin K helps prevent excessive activation of osteoporosis, okay, the cells that break down the bone. And pretty much, again, it's so much good information, we have to read it. But calorie for calorie, leafy green vegetables like spinach, with its delicate texture and jade green color, provide more nutrients than any other food. That's really good. That's really good. The way I remember is the greener, the better. And I remember that because the nutritionist told me that at the when I went to see the nutritionist, which I see once or twice a year. Also, I did tell you about the size. This is your stomach, guys. Size. This is your stomach, guys. So don't go piling stuff on, because your body need to break it down. What we do is eat to where we don't expand our stomach so much that, you know, you get this. And then, of course, a lot of it has to do with age and exercising too. But the biggest part is eating too much. And another thing I remember is you need to make your plate colorful, you know. So when I look at my plate, I want to see color. The more color I see, the better I know I'm eating. Whether it's carrots, you know, orange, that's my eyes, among other things. Peas, any kind of leafy veggie, small amount of white for my starch, or brown rice. Just make sure your plate is colorful, and just make sure that it's not overflowing. If you cannot see the bottom of your plate based on the meal, you probably filled it up too much. Okay, that's just, you know, me. One of the other things that I heard or realized is that, you know, we don't have to get a plate. Sometimes you could get a salsa and, you know, fill your plate. And that's it. That's it. The more plate I have, the more food I think I need. The smaller plate I have, the less food I know I'm eating. Okay? So again, stay positive, be focused, be blessed. Negativity, it don't help anybody. But positivity is always welcome. See you later. Eat healthy.